The devil is here to confuse you. People are confused. The people run saying, Lord, Lord. And God said, I don't even know you all people. And you think because you did this, you cast out demons. I mean, you going to church every day. We talk about you in the Lord every other day. It don't make no sense to me. It's very, very simple. Bahamas, I look at things black and white. Man, woman. Simple. I can't be like the Americans. They too intelligent. They got binary, non-binary. It's too simple to think like that. How are I going to heaven and talk about Isaac Masonite and Lords and I make all these oaths and all these? What kind of thing is this? How? So anyway, Bahamas, that's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Just like a thief on the cross. The thief saying, no, I'm a thief. I ain't gonna lie to myself. I'm a thief. But Lord, remember when you come into your kingdom, I get what I deserve. But remember me. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. The strongest people in the world. They know who they are first. They don't lie to themselves. So God praise you and bless us, God's protectors. And all things, Heavenly Father, to never let worthless mama, to never let money make us believe that we're something that we're not. Because money can wash away a lot of crimes, but it can't free us from our sins. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
The views expressed on this program are not the views of ZNS TV 13, and by extension, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
At the Lyndon Bindling International Airport, I'm Corvell Pyfrom. This is ZNS.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition. Police discovering the body of a young male in bushes near the Grand Bahama Highway. Scores around the country commemorating Palm Sunday. And in sports, Carifta track team unites in worship. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition starts now. Happy Sunday. So glad that you can tune in. I'm Desmond Saunders. Welcome to the broadcast. The body of a Caucasian male found in bushes in the East Grand Bahama area, just minutes away from the Carnival celebration key site Sunday morning. Police say the male, believed to be in his mid-30s, was clad in a white T-shirt and short pants. Officer in charge of crime for the Northern Bahamas Police District, Chief Superintendent Will Hart, says foul play is not suspected at this time. However, an autopsy will be performed to determine the exact cause of death.
Team of officers were dispatched, where they discovered a Caucasian male lying in bushes, lifeless. This is the preliminary stages of the investigation at this time. The identity of the male would be done in our official capacity. We do not suspect foul play at this time, but we await the autopsy to our official report.
Detectives seizing a firearm in the Mount Tabor Gardens community off Carmichael Road Saturday afternoon. Reports say officers conducted a search of a bushy area shortly after 2:15 p.m. where they discovered and confiscated a firearm containing ammunition. No arrests were made. Investigations continue. While Christians around the world commemorating an important moment on the religious calendar, thousands packed church halls to celebrate Palm Sunday, an event symbolizing Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem the Sunday before Easter, as described in the Gospels. Palm Sunday also signifies the beginning of Holy Week. Well, our Mauritian Burrows and cameraman Randy Knowles visited several churches capturing the annual festivities today.
From the waving of palms to the singing of hymns, Christians gathered across denominations this weekend to honor the sacred start of Holy Week, with the main purpose of Palm Sunday being to commemorate Jesus' entry into Jerusalem. Parishioners strolled through the streets, holding their palms as a means of reverence for the tradition. At Epiphany Anglican Church, congregation members navigated through these streets with the aid of a donkey. Church warden Carl Brennan says that this edition is part of Epiphany's goal to make Palm Sunday memorable.
We celebrate the reenactment of the carrying our palms and going through in the parade as having a procession as he did. And the thing that sets Epiphany apart is that we do have a band, as you noticed, and we also have a donkey. And we use the donkey because, Christ rode on a donkey, and we're trying to make it as real,
Members of St. Matthew's Church following a similar fashion, walking through Shirley Street to reflect on what Rector Cannon Tynes says is the story of Jesus' victory, symbolized through the palm leaves.
The palms are the symbols of victory. When Israel went to battle and they won the battle, they met the victor, the king, with palm branches in their hands. They would spread their cloak along the way. And people don't realize that in many cases, that was the only piece of clothing that they had. So they literally took off their clothes to spread it down, to say thank you for winning the battle for us.
And for the Catholic faith, the distribution of palms requires its own small procession, as the palms must be blessed before being given to congregation members. Father Glenn Nixon says that this is a crucial part of the ceremony.
When it is blessed, this branch is kept until next year. You cannot just throw this on the ground and do anything like that. Piece there, we have to pick it up because it's been blessed. When something is blessed, it's holy. And if you walk on it, throw it in the garbage, that's sacrilege for us.
And for the Baptists, the message remains the same, but a little different, according to Pastor Stephen Thompson of Transfiguration Ministries.
What we do is we just have what we call what is known as a regular service, right? Where the women dress in white. And the church is, if you decorate your church building, inside would be white, decorate with white. And also the corresponding palm, we also use the palm. But the difference with Baptists is the palm is just for the significance of remembering this day, to celebrate it. Where we don't do like other religions, we're not knocking it, but we don't take the palm from this year and burn them for Ash Wednesday. We just don't celebrate that.
So while each denomination may put its own twist on the method of celebration, on the importance of Jesus' victory as an introduction of Holy Week remains the same.
On this Palm Sunday for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Marishan Barros.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. There's more after this.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Diet-friendly special.
This is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready, simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars in Oaksville, Carmichael, East Street South, and the Charles Sanders Highway. See Little Caesars BS on Facebook and Little Caesars Bahamas on Instagram for more info.
Pizza.
Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Exoma now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is to do some work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching our young young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that to be passed along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Well, welcome back. April is Autism Awareness Month, and the Princess Margaret Hospital is doing its part to educate and inform the public about this often misunderstood medical condition. Here's Marisha Burrows with more.
In a powerful and enlightening presentation to parents, family members, friends, and fellow physicians, Dr. Deshawn Saunders addressed critical insights on autism in honor of Autism Awareness Month. The lecture, taking place at Believers Gospel Chapel, highlighted the importance of early detection, genetic components, as well as breaking the stigma associated with autism.
They see a child that is laying out on the floor and having a tantrum, and we as a population, that rude child, why you don't spank him? But that kid may have the sensory overload. It may be the noise that they're hearing, maybe the smell of the food court, and they may not be able to handle and adjust. And so we see these behaviors. And so with reduced stigma and also increased support, meaning that forums like this, not just forums like this, we have a lot of groupings where you can talk to other persons where you have a concern. And so all of these are why we're able to now pick up more cases.
And while newly diagnosed individuals may be unsure of how they receive their diagnosis, Saunders says that autism can sometimes run in families, even if it was never officially diagnosed in previous generations.
We get genes from our parents, all right? And so as parents, as you have your kids look like you, that's because of genes. You pass your genes down, and not just with features, but sometimes some of our behaviors could be some of the genetic features that may pass down and as a result may be inherited.
As Autism Awareness Month continues, Saunders says that public education is crucial to assisting those diagnosed, to ensure that each child is given adequate support on their journey.
Something that we need to do as a country, we now need to know what our numbers look like. We look at the U.S. statistics, we look at Europe and all these other places, but we as a country need to be able to know our numbers so we can be able to speak to the government and say, hey, this is the amount of kids that are affected, and we need services, whether it's more schools, more special ed teachers, more therapeutic centers, so we can be able to help our children.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Marisha Burrows.
Two newly refurbished parks officially open to the public this weekend. The Pride Estates and Melbourne Parks, now providing positive social connections and will serve as gathering points for people of all ages and backgrounds. Member of Parliament for Garden Hills, the Honorable Mario Bullock.
Public beach and parks, through the initiative of the government of the Bahamas, has decided that we will try to refurbish all of the parks in New Providence and the parks in the Family Islands. This is one of the first parks that Public Beach and Parks has just completed in the Gardeners community, which is Pride Estates 1 and 2. And so today we are just resubmitting this park to the people after it's been refurbished, and also celebrating the Easter festivals with the kids, as you can see with the bouncing castle and all the kids in the background, feeding them and ensuring that they have enjoy themselves during this time of the year.
Belleville Gardens also experiencing the joy of a new park as Melbourne Park is reopened after 30 years. Member of Parliament for Mount Moriah, the Honorable Mikkel Bonnaby, says that the reintroduction of this park will benefit residents across the area.
This particular park was not in use for about 30 years in the constituency of Mount Moriah, specifically Yellow Elder Gardens, East Door Court, and it gives me great pride to see so many of the children that are usually locked inside with nothing to do or playing on their devices, to see them out and doing some of the things that we used to do when we were younger.
Families from the Golden Gates community came out in full force Saturday for the constituency's annual Easter egg hunt hosted by Area Member of Parliament, the Honorable Pia Glover Roll. Loads of Easter eggs and candies scattered throughout Southern Heights Park, families feasting on native dishes. There were also games galore and fun for the entire family. Minister Glover Roll says the goal was to bring a message of unity to the community.
This is an opportunity for food, folks, and fun, and that's what community is about. We welcome these type of events because it's an opportunity also to build the family. These are events where parents will bring their children, where neighbors get to see each other who may not get to see each other on a normal basis, and also where the community comes together, even though we have it on various parks.
Local entertainers also adding to the festive atmosphere. Valerie Marshall, a resident of the Golden Gates community for 17 years, says the event was a welcomed relief from the routine.
As we are about to commemorate the death, the burial, and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, I think this here is an example of what he did for people and what she is exuding for her people in this constituency.
Easter celebrations in full swing in the Tall Pines community. Area Member of Parliament, the Honorable Michael Dorville, continuing his tradition of hosting the annual Easter egg hunt for children in his constituency. The event filled with treats attracting scores of families.
Every Easter here in Tall Pines, we do something for the children, and this is always a yearly event with the Easter egg hunt. And today we have children from across the Tall Pines constituency, along with family members, enjoying this afternoon.
Dorville revealed plans for a special Mother's Day extravaganza next month.
Mother's Day is right around the corner, and we're doing a bigger thing for Mother's Day. Our aim this year would be to go door to door, to really reintroduce ourselves, and for me as a candidate, and to give them a token of our appreciation and love, and to hear their concerns. And so Mother's Day is always a big opportunity for us to knock on those doors and basically let the people know that the Member of Parliament is here and willing to listen.
ZNS Total Sports is up next.
Education Minister Glenys Hannah Martin and other educational officials visited Spanish Wells recently to greet the students, teachers, and administrators of the Samuel Guy Pinder All-Age School. During the visit, education officials assisted in presenting several awards to students for their excellent academic performances during the last school term.
We're proud of this school because Samuel Guy Pinder is distinguishing itself every year in this nation. Something is happening here that's happening right. And I think the director hit the nail on the head for it. One is the huge parental engagement and support.
I want to say thank you. Thank you to Ms. Rule. Thank you to our teachers. Thank you to the support staff, and certainly thank you, parents. It is indeed the village that causes for our children to excel and to maximize their potential.
Wes Underwood, a student of Samuel Guy Pinder All-Age School and a top national achiever in the BJC examinations, was recognized by the school for receiving 10 A grades. Here is his advice to students who also wish to achieve high grades in the national examinations.
If you want to get these good examination results, you have to study and obviously put in the hours. So I was studying from about 3 right after I got out of school till about 7 or 8 on the weekdays, and then on Saturdays I was also doing some tutor.
Jonalee McIntosh for Ed Talk.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Hi, Phil Swift here for the Flex Seal family of flood protection products. Our flood protection products are specifically designed to work together in order to create multiple layers of super strong protection. All these windows, doors, seams, and openings have all been sealed up tight. Now there's a new way to protect your home or business from damaging floodwaters. Get the removable Flex Seal family of flood protection products.
Hey everyone, I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports with Griff the 2025 set for this weekend in Trinidad and Tobago. Bahamas' 80-member track and field team worshiping together this morning at First Baptist Church in the Grove, inspired by a very powerful message. The team hoping that the gold medal count this year will well surpass that of last year's haul. B3A's president, Trimiko Archer.
It is a tradition of this federation that we always go to church the Sunday before travel. It is the way we get our blessings and to really put ourselves in the right frame of mind. As the Reverend Dr. Dan Francis said, everything that we do is about God. It's all God, and God has done it for us. And so we declare the victory. We are expected to have one of the best performances at these Carifta Games, and I'm so excited for the team. I'm so excited for the jubilation of the country, and it's all God.
More from the church service in Monday's Sportscast. So on track, those Carifta athletes all got their start somewhere, and this is where this next story comes in. Organizers holding a press conference this week for the 45th edition of the National Public Primary School Track and Field Meet, Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin.
Some of our top athletes in this nation show their sparkle at the primary school level. I was just remarking that Cleveland Inez produced a Carifta gold medalist who, by the time she reached high school. The training, the performance at these early stages really help to define the type of athlete a student can become. But also the sporting experience is a collegiate, it's a friendly competition, it builds community between the varying schools. And so we want to really encourage parents to come out and support their children. And the wider community, come out and support these young people, because that little one today could be a gold medalist tomorrow.
College basketball news, Murray State announcing the signing of 6'9" Bahamian center Fred King. King, out of Mangrove Key Andres, played 3 seasons at Creighton and reunites with head coach Brad Miller, who's an assistant with the Blue Jays and Murray State's 18th head coach. King gained a lot of experience with the Blue Jays as the backup to 2-time All-American center Ryan Kalkbrenner, one of the best big men in college basketball. When King has played extended time, games of more than 15 minutes, he's provided remarkable ability and efficiency across those contests. King shot 64% from the field, averaged 10 points, 6 rebounds, and just under 3 blocks per game. And in Family Island news, the Central Andres Softball League holding their first of 5 championship games last weekend. The series designed to build camaraderie on the island as well as build hype for the 2026 All Andres Crab Fest. Chairman of the event, Wayne Clear.
Players who played and participated throughout the championship. And remember, this is the best of 5. The All Andres Crab Fest will be sponsoring the 5 event with the trophy too. This is leading up to the All Andres Crab Fest 2026, which will be held on the 19th through the 21st of June. And this year we're going to do something special for Elon Moxie, who has passed away, the legendary. We're going to be having 4 days of Crab Fest instead of 3 days of Crab Fest. Beginning on Wednesday, Gospel Night. Thursday night will be Elon Night, which will be free to the public. And then we get Friday and Saturday.
That's a look at your sports on this Sunday. A check on weather when we return.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
Hi,
Hi everyone, when heading to Florida to shop for your essentials, book your transportation with GoGoFlorida.com. The $100 cash deposit is back now on your debit card. Accepted at Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Palm Beach, and Orlando. Now there are lots of options to choose from, but I like the Tesla X, the electric vehicle, because I don't have to worry about gassing up. Or the Jeep Compass seating 5 with lots of space for your luggage or shopping bags. For the best deals, book now at GoGoFlorida.com, BahamasAir.com, and also available at Bahamas Air Sales Office.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community. Also help with the education of our kids in this community and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
Following Agriculture Minister Jomo Campbell's powerful call for youth engagement in agriculture, vendors and attendees are praising this past weekend's Agri-business expo as a major success. The 3-day event at the Gladstone Road Farmers Market site not only brought together the industry, but it also brought together the community in full force.
Oh, I think the Agri-expo has been wonderful. It's a good venture because it's useful in many ways. I've been looking for certain plants, and I just got myself a soursop plant, and I bought pepper, pumpkin, and lettuce at a very, very reasonable price.
From farmers to artisans, local vendors showcase their products to thousands of visitors, from handmade seasonings to natural skincare products. And they all told a story of entrepreneurship and hard work.
I'm an entrepreneur for 20-something years. I sat with my girls and told them to think of something that they'd want to do on their own. So they came up with this exciting idea for Fun Burgers. And the Fun Burgers, we have homemade colored buns. It's about having fun with the burger. This is one of the events that we love to tote because we're making money out here. We're getting our product awareness, our brand awareness out there. So it's really a wonderful time out here at the Agri-expo. This is our first time out. Last year we looked at it and we opted not to. And as we were passing by and checking out, I said, look at all those people. And we said, next year, we're definitely gonna come out here.
The Agri-business expo, under the theme Food Security is Our Priority, successfully ignited public interest in local agriculture and put a spotlight on the economic potential within the sector.
And as a result, more and more Bahamians are realizing the importance of feeding ourselves, and the renewed and enthusiastic expressions of interest in local productions by a wide cross-section of our community is highly evident. It is evident in the number of requests for backyard gardening kits. It is evident in the thousands of Bahamians that flock these grounds during our expos to be empowered. And finally, it is evident, the enthusiasm is evident in our Facebook page, which brags of more than 45,000 views.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Forecaster, the beautiful forecaster, Diane Dorsey joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Diane.
Good evening, Desmond. We're starting the week off with a beautiful stretch of weather thanks to a cool and dry air mass that's firmly in control through Tuesday. But wait, there's more. A second dry cold front is expected to move into the area by Wednesday afternoon, which means those cool nights will be sticking around for the rest of the week. Not a bad way to ease into the springtime. Right now, outside the studio's conditions are sitting at 75 degrees, near clear skies, winds north-northeast at 6 miles per hour, humidity 45%, and pressure 30.07 inches or 1,018.4 millibars. Now let's take a quick trip around the Family Islands to see how the temperatures are shaping up tonight. For Freeport City, Green Turtle Key, Marsh Harbor, Abaco, and Alistown, Bimini, 75 degrees. Bullocks Harbor, 77. From the Central Bahamas, 76 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, 78 in Camp Space, South Andros, 78 also on Black Point, Exuma, 79 in Rock Sound, Eleuthera, and 81 in Harbor Island. Moving down, we have Arthurstown, Cat Island, Rum Key, and San Salvador at 79 degrees, and Georgetown, Exuma at 80. And for our southernmost islands, including the Turks and Caicos Islands, Clarence Town, Crooked Island, and Ragged Island at 80 degrees, Betsy Bay and Acklands at 82, Matthew Town, Inagua at 81, and for the Turks and Caicos Islands, 81 degrees. And as expected, it's cool, calm, and pleasant all across the country. Now for our boating forecast. In the northwest Bahamas tonight, winds will be northeast at 10 to 15 knots with seas around 2 to 4 feet. High tide comes in at 9:13 tonight. In the central and southeast Bahamas tonight, expect easterly winds at 12 to 18 knots and seas between 3 to 6 feet. Small craft operators, you're advised to exercise caution, especially in those moderate areas. Looking ahead to tomorrow, in the northwest and central Bahamas, winds will shift slightly, easterly at 10 to 15 knots, seas holding at 2 to 4 feet. High tide will be at 9:48 tomorrow morning, and low tide follows at 3:31 in the afternoon. In the southeast Bahamas, conditions will remain a bit more active with easterly winds at 12 to 18 knots and seas 3 to 6 feet. So small crafts should continue to use caution there as well. Now our satellite image shows mostly clear skies with the frontal boundary now south of the islands, leaving us with a dry and stable condition. Tonight, you can expect mostly clear skies and it'll feel a bit crisp, the temperature dipping to around 66 degrees. And tomorrow, it's looking like another sunny, delightful day with highs climbing to a comfortable 77 degrees. A great day to be out and about. Now for your extended weather forecast, we're in for a string of mostly sunny, pleasant days with mild to cool nights right into next Sunday. So keep a light sweater close by. You might still need it in the evenings. Back to you, Desmond.
Great weather wrap-up, Diane. That ends the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thank you so much for tuning in this weekend. Have a good night.
At Bahama Boulevard, I'm Sean Innes. This is ZNS.
In this 21st century, a resonant voice cries out for the empowerment of the poor, reinstatement of the outcasts, restoration of the abused, and the simple preaching and teaching of the gospel to stimulate victorious Christian living.